From flying squids to shape-shifting cephalopods, here are 18 of the most unusual squids and octopuses. 18. Southern dumpling squid. These cephalopods tend to favor the seagrass beds or muddy bottoms of the coastal waters of Tasmania and southern Australia. They're pretty small, with adults reaching about 7 centimeters long. A light organ located in the animal's mantle cavity serves to cancel out its silhouette, affording it some protective camouflage. More often, this nocturnal critter will stay hidden during the day, encased in sand that it covers with a mucus-lined sediment. Now, in addition to a small size, these squid have small lifespans too, living for only around 8 months. 17. Finheads. Serrate octopuses are identified by 2 fins on the heads and possess a small internal shell. Cerotoitus muelleri, I think I got that right. Well, they are among the largest of this suborder, growing to a length of nearly 5 feet. While their gelatinous bodies appear fragile, these animals dwell in the cold waters of the Arctic and the North Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. And because they dwell so deep in those frigid waters, not so much is known about them. However, did you know that specimens of this octopus have been collected in the Arctic at a depth of nearly 11,000 feet? 16. Striped pajama squid. Now, if there was a cephalopod equivalent to a zebra, it might be this animal. They're native to Indo-Pacific waters and to Western Australia. The dark longitudinal pinstripes cover its entire cream-colored body and nearly make it look kind of like a marine mascot for the New York Yankees, yeah? Well, don't let the unique design fool you, though, into thinking it's cute, because experts say that this animal ranks among the few venomous squid out there. 15. Greater blue-ringed octopus. These creatures can display some vivid coloration and striking patterns, but in the animal kingdom, those vivid colors are often a creature's way of letting predators know that it would be best to leave them be, because they are carrying a toxin. And that's the case with this greater blue-ringed octopus, which is infamous for its lethal bite. Their saliva contains a potent neurotoxin that is strong enough to take down humans. They're common throughout the Indo-West Pacific, from Sri Lanka to Australia. Now, this octopus measures about 10 centimeters, including the arms, and its common name is really a reference to its large blue ring, appropriately enough. 14. Cockeyed squid, or jeweled squid. This actually refers to a genus of squid that comprises the only member of its family. These critters get the unflattering name thanks to their unusual eyes, and you might have seen that one coming. Now, in all species, the right eye is sunken and round and has a normal size, but the left eye is at least twice the size of the right, and it has a yellowish-green coloration while bulging out of the head and facing upward. Experts say the larger eye is used to perceive ambient sunlight, while the smaller right eye can detect prey animals by their bioluminescence. 13. Vampire Squid. Its Latin name translates as Vampire Squid from Hell, which would make a pretty good name for a horror movie when you think about it. Well, the sight of this animal makes you believe it would live up to its name. Its 8 arms are collected by webbing, giving it the appearance of a cloak. This bioluminescent cephalopod lives at depths exceeding 3,000 feet in what is known as the oxygen minimum zone, and that is a habitat containing insufficient oxygen to sustain most complex organisms. However, the vampire squid can easily live and breathe in zones that contain oxygen saturations as minimal as 3%. Now, while they don't have fangs that turn into bats, that we know of anyway, the name was inspired by the color, the cape-like webbing, and their red eyes. 12. Dumbo Octopus. Now, if you guessed that this creature's common name was inspired by Disney's classic cartoon elephant, well, good on you then. The comparison stems from the octopus's prominent fins, which stick out kind of like Dumbo's big ears. Those fins flap, helping the animal to navigate its way through the ocean. Now, even though they can be found worldwide, from the waters of New Zealand to Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts, they are considered to be one of the rarest species of octopus. And they are definitely the deepest dwelling species of octopus known, rarely seen above 9,800 feet. In fact, they are known to exist as far down as 23,000 feet below surface. 11. Stubby squid. This is a species of bobtail squid, which are small cephalopods closely related to cuttlefish and are identified by 8 arms and 2 small tentacles. More formally known as Rosia pacifica, one specimen made some waves when it was observed by a deep-sea drone in the ocean near California's Channel Islands in 2016. Its iridescent purple coloration and googly eyes made it appear like someone had dropped a kid's toy into the Pacific. But the animals are very real and are known to favor depths exceeding 4,000 feet when it's time to breed. 10. Coconut octopus. Now, octopuses are known for being some intelligent critters, and this species is no exception. The medium-sized animals are found in the western Pacific Ocean. Did you know that only 2 species of octopus are known to have demonstrated a talent for bipedal locomotion? Well, this is one of them. In fact, that's the inspiration for the name. The cephalopod's unusual bipedal motion is reminiscent of a floating coconut, and that coconut moniker can also extend to the talent for tool-making. Reportedly, these creatures can collect coconut shells and then form them into a type of defensive wall to protect themselves. 9. Argonauts. In Greek mythology, the Argonauts were a band of heroes that went on a quest to help Jason find the Golden Fleece. In the animal kingdom, Argonaut refers to a bizarre octopus that is also known as a paper nautilus, which is a reference to the paper-thin egg case that is secreted by the females. They carry those cases with them as a type of mobile nest for the offspring. The sailor-inspired names refer to the mistaken belief that these critters could use 2 of their arms for sails, but they actually swim by shooting water through the funnel. 8. Japanese flying squid. If you were to make a list of things that squid are not known for doing, flying would likely top that list, but there are in fact several species of squid that would render that perception invalid. The Japanese flying squid, also known as the Pacific flying squid, is known to use a type of jet propulsion to launch itself out of the ocean. It has a muscle called a siphon that takes in water from one side, then squirts it out the other side, and that allows the cephalopod to jettison itself forward. According to witnesses, the aerial locomotion allows the squids to fly for about 100 feet or 30 meters at speeds of more than 20 miles per hour over the water surface. And as the name implies, they can be located in Japanese waters in addition to the coastlines of Russia, China, and Alaska. 7. Atlantic crunch squid. Glass squids belong to some 60 species of cephalopods with transparent bodies that provide excellent camouflage from predators. The crunch squid is one such species, found in temperate to subarctic waters of the North Atlantic Ocean. The most notable physical trait might not be their transparent skin, though, but their eyes. They appear almost metallic and have 3 bioluminescent organs placed on the eyeballs. 6. Whiplash squid. While water covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface, only about 5% of the planet's oceans have thus far been explored. So maybe all those alien-looking deep-sea creatures should not be such a shock. And that's the case with these next 2 cephalopods, both of which look like they could have originated on another planet. Taninja dani is a deep-sea squid nicknamed the whiplash squid as a reference to the long, whip-like tentacles. In some angles, they almost resemble toothpick legs. Experts say the animals can travel at nearly 3 miles per hour and produce bright light that can be used to measure distance or to blind the prey. 5. Big fin squid. Now, at first glance, you might think it more resembles a spider than it does a squid. Well, this big fin squid was discovered in 1988 off the coast of Brazil in waters more than 15,000 feet below surface. Because it favors deeper waters, the creature has been sighted only rarely since then. They're notable for the unusual elastic tentacles, which resemble long legs, each of which appear to have bent elbows of a sort. Since no complete physical specimens have ever been obtained, experts can only estimate the length at about 23 feet with the arms fully extended. The name for the large fin, which can comprise about 90% of the mantle length. 4. giant Pacific octopus. Now, there is still some debate about this one, but most experts consider this creature to be the world's largest species of octopus. Guinness lists a weight of around 300 pounds for the largest known specimen, and there are other unverified claims of these creatures weighing as much as 600 pounds with a 30-foot arm span. But the documented scientific record for a living specimen that we found lists a weight of around 156 pounds, which is the source most often cited by experts. They often favor deeper waters of more than 6,000 feet and are found in the North Pacific Ocean. Now, we mentioned earlier that octopuses are known for the smarts, but this species is especially clever. They're able to open child-proof bottles, open tank valves, and basically make life difficult for scientists. 3. Giant and colossal squids. Now, the two terms can mean largely the same thing. That is, these are a couple of enormous cephalopods. Colossal squid, however, are regarded as the world's largest known invertebrates, as measured by mass, and they possess the largest eyes known within the animal kingdom, measuring up to some 16 inches in diameter. The largest specimen caught to date weighed nearly 1,100 pounds while measuring around 15 feet, but experts estimate the creatures could weigh more than 1,600 pounds and measure nearly 50 feet long. Now, meanwhile, the giant squid is a fellow deep-sea cephalopod that can reach lengths of 43 feet, but there have been some unverified claims of the critters reaching some 66 feet, which would make the giant more of a colossus when you think about it. Now, overall, the colossal and the giant squids are ranked as the number 1 and number 2 largest mollusks, respectively, as stipulated by mass. Well, thanks to those giant-sized proportions, both of these creatures are thought to have provided a real-life basis for the mythical kraken. You think these squid could be the basis of that legend? 2. Mimic octopus. Including the arms, this cephalopod native to the Indo-Pacific measures about 2 feet, and at the widest, they have an approximate diameter of a pencil. So it's possible that as compensation for its diminutive size, nature gifted it with an amazing ability for self-protection. This is the only marine creature so far known that can mimic the appearance of a wide variety of local species. That includes taking on the physical traits of lionfish, jellyfish, and sea snakes, among other creatures. Pigment sacs, known as chromatophores, allow the creature to alter the texture and color of the skin and to better blend into their environment. And morphing into venomous marine animals that predators avoid ensures that the octopus will escape becoming the prey of those predators. But the ability is not used only for defensive purposes. By adopting the appearance of a crab seeking a mate, the octopus can devour a duped suitor. 1. The smiling squid. And our number 1 position is going to a cephalopod that many people have thought was a Photoshop creation. And that's because it looks like a squid with human choppers. But while this small deep-water squid looks like something from out of a horror movie, it is in fact very real. It was found in the southern Atlantic Ocean off Tristan da Cunha, about 1,500 miles from South Africa. Identified as P. sulcus, those disturbingly human-like teeth are actually lips that covers the squid's beak.